What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Good morning, Vietnam. No, anyway. All right. Sentenced to be single. Morning tea, whatever. But that's none of my business. Anywho, so I thought about this. Like, sometimes when you're single, uh, it's for a reason, right? So I'm gonna make some silly examples. Like, you, I don't have problems with people who do things they shouldn't do because eventually you're gonna have to suffer the consequences of them. I have problems with people who do things that they shouldn't do, and all of a sudden have a holy moment when it's time to suffer the consequences. Like, oh, wait, it ain't got to be all like that, player. So this is what I mean by sentenced to be single. You have been convicted on charges of overly independentness. Uh, I don't need no manism. Uh, I'm not gonna settle. I could do better. He thirsty. So you have been sentenced to 5 years fair time of singleness. And then you say, whoa, slow down. No, 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 no. But I don't know. I want to be with somebody. People say, well, too late. You have committed the crime against relationships. You have been arrested, booked, tried, prosecuted, and now, bang, sentenced. People go, what? Wasn't me. I didn't do that. Wait. I need to appeal this in the court of relationships, and I need to get back into the action. I need to be free from this prison of loneliness. I need to be free. Do your time. You know, it's a mass population out there of single incarcerated, single felons. How about that? Incarcerated in loveless land. You know, some of them, getting at the end of their journey, and some of them are just starting. Some have been perpetually in and out the system because they're institutionalized, because they just can't get it right. Right? I say that because when you're too independent, you don't trust. So you don't depend on anybody, and because you don't depend on anybody, you don't even give a person an opportunity to depend on them. You don't build any trust. Thus, what is the need for interaction, right? Now, second thing is I don't need no. Okay, so you say you don't need. It's okay. If you don't need, you don't get. You know what I'm saying? What was the good times reference? A woman should not play hard to get. Yeah, daddy, but I'm strong and blah blah blah. If you play too hard to get, you don't get got. I love that line. So when you don't need, you don't get, and then when you don't get, you can't complain that you ain't got because you didn't want or need. You get what I'm saying? Um, what was the third one? I done forgot already and shit. So independent, I don't need no man. Settling, you know. I'm not gonna settle. We can always move up the food chain. They had this joke about how men and women approach relationships, and it was like they go into this seven-story building, and each floor is supposed to be a better model of 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 the individual they're looking for. First floor attractive. Second floor, rich and attractive. Third floor, blah 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 blah. The joke about the man was no man got past the second floor. Rich, attractive, bang. Okay, that's all I need. We out of here. Because it was like a store to buy the type of relationship you want. But the women's store, it was a long line of an exit line in the back because they kept going up. They went all the way up to the seventh floor, and the seventh floor said, this man doesn't exist that you're looking for, so please exit left. And that's the issue. Like, when you don't settle, you settle for nothing. So thus, you're you locked yourself up. You committed that crime. So at the end of the day, and even I'll bring the bad boy argument into this. Men to a degree don't mind women going through that phase of liking bad boys. What it is you can't get an epiphany and still be, you can't get an epiphany and still be with your bad lesson. I guess like angels going to hell to play craps with the devil. Like, I'm gonna be right back, God. I'm just playing. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this up there. I'm coming. Trust me, I'm coming back. He's like, no, you're not. Stay your ass there. See, you can't be on the fence with stuff like that, because just because you're on the fence doesn't mean the people that are watching you and interacting with you are going to allow you to be on the fence. You, just because you couldn't make a choice, that doesn't mean they're not going to choose for themselves or for you. Because in a roundabout way, choosing to be with not so good individuals, you made your choice. You can't make your choice and then say, okay, I made a bad choice, I'm coming back to you. It's not gonna work. Same thing with the child rearing thing. You have kids with a certain type of person, because I'm gonna tell you, I guess it's a lose-lose sometimes, right? It's not a lose-lose all the time. If you have kids with a terrible person, a bad person, people look at you like, well, you chose that person. If you have kids with a good person, people start questioning like, you must not be shit. And if you have kids with a good person and both of y'all prove to be good people, people can appreciate that and say, oh, okay, well, maybe, just maybe, sometimes just doesn't work out. And that's when everything's cool. But the third one is not what happens on a regular basis. It's usually the first two. So, and then a lot of those times, people are choosing people to, say, if you're looking for a husband and you had kids by not so good people, right? The older you get, you find more women who, either don't want to have kids, so they want this guy that they want to be their husband to take care of their kids, that should be already taken care of between the two adults. Or when they have kids, they want it all blended, which depends on the type of people we're dealing with, could cause problems, right? So but it's understandable because it works both ways, It just works both ways. But it doesn't really work out well sometimes because everybody's not an adult in these situations. So, thus leaving people back to being single. So, but the thing about that is, ultimately, is if you You relegated to being single, you gotta accept it. That's the primary thing I'm getting at. You gotta accept it. Like, okay, you know, do your time. It's alright when you get out. And your time is usually a good thing because you need to work on you. Sometimes people are so selfish about what they want, they never work on themselves, so they need the time to sit in the corner to realize, just like inmates do, like, yo, I fucked up. So you gotta sit your ass in the corner and realize you fucked up, and then you gotta fix it. There is no fixing any problem if you can never acknowledge one existed. So sometimes that's why you're sentenced to be single. Peace.